I'm surprised what happened here. I don't understand why she found her responsible as charged. And I didn't think did I give her time to pay at all, Heather?
Yeah, she had a payment plan of, it was originally $20 that day and then $20 biweekly.
But she didn't pay anything?
No.
Why'd you leave without paying the $20 that day?
She told me that I paid credit card will pay myself, so I was trying to like throw my credit. I need another card, and then I had to spend it like getting stuff from my family.
Nice and loud for me. You're speaking to that microphone. Will you pull that down for her, Mr. Schlock, please?
So I said that thing. She said that I have to, if I pay credit card, they will be charged with fees. So I asked if I can like have the deposit into my daughter and then try to pay it. And then when I got this and then I had to spend the money. And
How much do you have today?
I would say $50. Because like I told you, I only work 10 days a week.
And how much do you make in that employment?
But I get paid so many dollars every single week.
I'm sorry?
$200 every 2 weeks.
All right, look, here's what we can do. I can dismiss the show cause, defendant to pay $50 today. Her total balance is $177, right?
Correct.
So I will give you time. Here's what I'm going to do. Defendants, you pay $50 today. That'll leave you with a balance of $127. Your time to pay extended through July 1. Defendant may either pay the remaining $127 or serve 9 hours of community service by July 1. Okay? So I'm going to give you a choice. You pay $50 today, you owe $127. And if you want to pay the other $127 by July 1, great. If you want to perform community service, let you do that, and I'll give you a break, and you're only going to have to you'll do 9 hours of community service. Okay? Do you understand? What do you think you're going to do? Okay. So your lawyer will tell you where you can do it, but you gotta
document it for one thing.
and it has to be on letterhead. You can't be working in a doctor's office and then tell me it's community service. It has to be nonprofit, a church, Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul, Animal Shelter, Habitat for Humanity. I could care less. Okay? Good luck. Thank you very much. Cook. McKaylee Marie Cook, real quick, 260-648-382B. Is she here? And A. Which one do you have, Mr. Neese, there?
Me?
No. Mr. Neese, he's not. He's been.
Roosevelt Henderson. Sorry, Your Honor. I was on mute.
Did you talk to the prosecutor?
I have, yes.
Do we have the file from the prosecutor on that? Where is McKaylee Cook? Ms.
She
Cook,
is on Zoom, Judge.
you gotta start your video. There you go. Your name. This is file 260-648-382A and B. Your name?
McKaylee Cook.
Why didn't you come in here today?
Because I just had to pay to get the plates and registration on my car, and I really didn't have gas to come out there. I live in Monroe.
Well, I know, but you have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. You're charged with improper plate and you're charged with defective equipment. Do you want a lawyer?
No.
Okay, I'll go ahead and arraign you and I'll send you, put you in a breakout room. You're charged with, on April 26th at 3:36 a.m., there's alleged that you did operate a motor vehicle on Van Horn near Fort and Trenton. They think you had an improper plate. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to $100 in fines, 90 days jail, cost for all those. You're also charged with defective equipment. That is a civil infraction charge. Do you understand everything I just said?
Yeah.
You are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to be represented by a lawyer. You have the right to a trial by court or by jury. You have the constitutional right to a jury trial. At a jury trial, 6 people would be impaneled. All 6 would have to agree that you're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. At a trial, You enjoy the presumption of innocence. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to cross-examine the prosecution's witnesses and use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses on your behalf. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights and we will not have a trial. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
Do you still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yeah.
I'm entering that guilty plea. $500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. We're going to take this file to the city attorney in Trenton, Heather, and you can set her up with him, okay?
Okay. He's got an attorney in there. As soon as that's done, I'll put her in there.
Where's that case from where's the case from that Mr. Neese has? He says he dealt with it and do not hear. It's not here. What's your client's name again?
Roosevelt Henderson.
Up there.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jeez. I thought it was something. Roosevelt William Henderson, 26T648436. All right. Good morning, Mr. Neese. Your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Larry Neese appearing on behalf of Mr. Roosevelt Henderson, who's also present in my office here today.
All right, sir, your name?
Roosevelt William Henderson.
All right, for purposes of arraignment, this is an insecure load. Does he wish to stand mute, waive formal reading?
Yes, he does, Your Honor.
And there's going to be a plea to impeding traffic and the unsecure load is going to be dismissed, right?
That is correct.
What happened with this load? Can you tell me?
I believe that he just didn't have a hook on there, Your Honor. He didn't have a hook on the load. Nothing happened. There was not an accident. There wasn't anything that came off.
All right. To the charge, sir, of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'll accept the plea, $200. Can he pay that today?
Your Honor, could we have 30 days? We'll pay it before then. I just like to get 30.
Well, yeah, I'll give him till June. I'll give him till June the 5th, okay?
June
So
5th. Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
$200. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You as well.
Thank you. All right. Is somebody here for Tyler Carlos?
I am.
Tyler Chad Carlos, 26G306855A.
Your Honor, Stephen Mann, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor, today is the date and time set for a sentencing in this matter, Your Honor.
Are you hang on, slow down. Are you standing in for Mr. Dubin?
Yes, myself.
With his permission? Okay, so you work together. I didn't know that. Okay, sir, your name?
Tyler Carlos.
Your client pled guilty to operating while impaired. The OWI was dismissed. He was referred for a screening and assessment. Have you reviewed the report with him, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
Nope, that's correct. We don't have any amendments, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, my client is gainfully employed as a mortgage officer at Rocket. He obviously has no criminal history that I can see on that reference, Your Honor, on the PSI. He's obviously been very embarrassed about what's gone on. He's been engaged with our firm. He's actually known Mr. Dubin for a long time. He's a good friend of the firm. This is just obviously a big lapse in judgment, Your Honor. I'd ask that the court consider a lessening of the recommended probation. It does indicate he's got a low needs assessment, but once monthly drug and alcohol or once monthly alcohol testing. I'd ask that he only be limited if the court is inclined to order some testing. I'd ask that it be considered monthly, and if he's doing all right, a revisit of that testing at the end, Your Honor. Other than that, I'd ask that the court file the recommendation.
Sir, would you like to say anything?
Yes, I would. Very embarrassing, very big mistake. Grew up in Trenton, so I know all about, the area, West Jefferson. I know that, messed up big time. I can tell you it won't happen again, that's for sure. I will not be in here again.
Why were you driving like that, though? You're going 81 or 2 and a 45.
Yeah, so what I turned off of Breland Road onto West Jefferson, and Rocky's Roadhouse is right there.
Right.
There's vehicles that were parked, facing the building coming off West Jeff. And actually, I was just there the other day, and it's super hard to see, or you can't see anything around those cars with oncoming traffic. So when I turned and hit the gas.
Wait a minute, turned on to what?
Onto West Jefferson.
Go ahead.
And that's when I hit the gas, and that's when I sped up and kind of just rode it out.
81 on West Jefferson.
Yeah, and like I said, I grew up in Trenton. I know about all about West Jefferson. It's definitely will never happen again.
No, but it doesn't make any sense, to me, right? I mean, you're driving 81 on West Jefferson, right?
And it was only for like a stint of time, like I said, just to speed up.
You're driving
I
81,
know.
it's like somebody driving
I understand.
122 on I-75 and just telling me it's just a little stint of time. I mean,
No, I get it for sure.
12 months probation. Did I let you finish or do you have something else? Anybody else? Mhm. Did I let you guys finish?
I believe the recommendation was 9 months, Your Honor, I asked to follow the recommendation.
I'm troubled by that. I truly am. 12 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. I'm going to have you to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs bi-weekly for 2 months. If you're clean, then monthly, okay?
Okay.
You're to attend a level 1 alcohol education program with the Victims Impact Team. So attend that, complete that. I'm going to have you serve 4 days jail credit, 1 serve 3. I'm going to let you serve those as follows. 2 days on the court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that. And 1 day of community service. So your court work program fees are $70. Community service 1 day, I'll give you until July 1st to complete that. Pay fines $300, cost $250, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. That's $675. And then you have the screening fee of $60 for $735. You have probation fees are $240 for $975. $150 in costs of recovery for $11.25 plus the court work program fees. Your total is $11.95. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal, and you also may be eligible for early discharge. So you get everything done, have no violations within the preceding 90 days, and after 6 months, you're eligible to be discharged. Okay?
Good.
All right. Any questions?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
All right. Does he have all of this to pay?
Yeah, I can pay it.
You pay it now, and then you go meet with probation. They're going to instruct you and provide you with a copy of this order that I filled out. Okay?
Your-
When did you want the community service due?
July 1.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Good luck, sir.
I have another one as well.
I know you do. Let me see here. All right, Zaven Perez, this is 26G 306 838A. Let me just check here. Okay, your name, sir? Okay, nice and loud for me. Okay, I got to be able to hear it. All right, thank you. Counsel?
Stephen Mammoth again on behalf of the defendant who's to my left, Your Honor. Today, they except for sentencing in this matter, I have no amendments to make. There's no errors or omissions in that report, Your Honor. Again, my client is also Mr. Perez is also a loan officer at a different company, and he also has a limited. I didn't see any criminal history as well in terms of the PSI. He's been a model probationer. He's obviously been very engaged with our firm from the start. He's been very embarrassed about what's going on. Your Honor, he's just. This is the lapse of judgment. I'd ask that the court deviate from the recommended 12 months of probation and give a lesser amount, as well as once monthly drug and alcohol testing.
Sir, is there anything that you would like to say?
Yes, Your Honor, I would just like to apologize to the court. My first time getting in trouble. I know drink often, and it was a mistake. When I was driving, I was going 40, and I was going 40 more than what I thought was a 40. I was on like a very dark street where there's no lights, so I didn't know the speed limit. I guess it was 30, and just made a mistake and won't do it again.
All right, good enough. mean, the driving pattern was a lot better on this one than the last one, put it that way. 10 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substances. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. I'll make this chemical testing monthly or more on demand of probation. No kratom, no poppy seeds, no CBD oils. So if you consume any items, consuming anything that contains kratom, poppy seeds, or CBD oils, those are prohibited, and that will be deemed a violation. So again, testing monthly or more on demand of probation. You are also going to serve as follows: 4 days jail credit, 1 serve 3. I'll let you serve those as follows: 1 day on the court work program, for which there is a $35 charge, and then 2 days of community service. I'll give you until July 1 of 26 to complete your community service. I'm also going to order that you attend the substances and abuse group through Class A Training Center. You're right. The report tells me he doesn't have a serious problem. And you're also going to attend the Victims Impact. 300 fines, 250 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. That's $675. Screening fee 60 for 735. Probation fees are 200. Your total's 935 plus cost of recovery, which is 225 since it was a blood draw. That's 1160. And I don't believe I added in the court work program fees yet. Did I, Heather? So that should be 35.
No, you did not, Judge.
So it's 1195. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 92 days. You have 21 days to appeal and 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Again, you may be eligible for early discharge. Can you pay all this today?
That like 1100 that you said?
1195.
You could, can you have some time to pay that?
Does he have the money or not?
And I can charge on the credit card. Yes.
Tell you what, you pay $500 now, and I'll have you do. You get paid weekly or bi-weekly?
I get paid,
I'll tell when.
I just pay it now. I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I don't mind giving you time on a lot of it.
that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you pay now. You'll meet with probation. I wish you well. Good luck. Thank you very much, counsel.
And nice to see you
You
again.
too. And you are going to meet with probation, sir. You know that.
He's gonna pay and then.
Right. Thank you.
Thank
Right.
you.
Dorlicia Wright, Dorlicia Shante Renee Wright, 216-648-224 A and B.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good worker, James Schloff, 30720. To the arraignment, Your Honor, she has been informed of the charges and her rights. She'll waive the formal reading of the warrant.
Ma'am, state your name, please. So we have a no insurance civil infraction, driving an unregistered vehicle. You met with the prosecutor, right?
Yes, I did.
And this is going to be a plea to no insurance, the civil infraction, with the understanding the misdemeanor will be dismissed. True?
Correct.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
You got to just keep your voice up.
Yeah.
So no proof of insurance is a 0-point civil infraction. That is not a misdemeanor. Then the prosecutor is going to dismiss the misdemeanor charge of driving an unregistered vehicle. Do you understand?
Yes.
To the charge of no proof of insurance, how do you plead? Responsible or not responsible?
I'm still responsible.
And accept your plea, dismiss the driving an unregistered vehicle. What do you have insurance now?
Yes.
Can I see it? Did you see it, Mr. Schloff?
I saw the insurance.
It's not fun.
She showed it to me. And she has a registration as well.
So it's valid insurance?
Yes.
Okay. I'll reduce your fines then to $145, okay? You cannot drive without insurance. I'm telling you, in an accident, the insurance company will pay their damage and they'll come after you for years. Don't drive without insurance. Actually, it's a 1-year misdemeanor under state law. I wish you well. Can she pay that?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. You could play it today. Yes.
Okay. Go down the hall, take care of that. And again, like I said, the unregistered vehicle charge is dismissed. You are all set. Wish you well.
Thank
Thank you very much. Thanks, counsel. Mackey rather, Donald Jack Mackey. The third, 260-6480928.
Good morning, Judge and staff. John Graziani appearing on behalf of Donald Mackey, who's to my left.
So I have an A and a B file. Good morning to you. Your name, sir? All right, so we have a charge here of driving on a suspended. And we also have a charge here of defective equipment. And he's going to plead guilty to the charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive.
That's correct, Judge.
With the understanding that the defective equipment will then be dismissed as well as the driving on a suspended, true?
That is correct, Judge.
Is that what you want to do, sir? If you plead to that, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs of all those. Do you understand that? Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. To the charge, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead? Were you in control of a 2007 Cadillac that was being operated on Western Veterans Parkway in Trenton on March the 29th to 26th?
Yes.
And you were at that time suspended, revoked, or denied? Revoked, right? Have you ever taken steps to get your license? You've been revoked for 16 years,
In
right?
fact, Judge, we do have evidence that he has. He's been working with Team Wellness. If you'd like me to present.
No, it's okay. But
He is taking those steps, and that's why Prosecutor Bologna was so generous.
well, I thought it was your diligent hard work.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
You can't drive on a revoke, okay? So you got to get a license, okay? You know, but should have been working on it a long time ago, but to your credit though, there is not anything else on there. So you haven't had a ticket at the computer, so let me double check. Since 2010, I think. Yeah, so that's good. All right. Hard fines,
Judge, thank you so much.
120 costs. 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 345. I'm gonna go light on you. Only because I'm gonna make an assumption that I shouldn't make and assume that you've never driven a car since 2010.
Judge, he's also getting disability $1,400 a month, so I got to thank you for this.
345
And
for 90 days. Okay,
Thank you.
how much does he have he can pay today? 345. It's way too low.
Yeah, I can do 100.
Okay, and then tell me when you can pay the rest. I can set up a payment plan for you.
That'd be great.
How much can you afford monthly?
Maybe $100.
I can do $100 so we.
Well, I don't need you. You're on disability. He's on just
That's fine.
a month?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. $100 today, 100 per month, and I'll start that beginning on June the 10th. How's that? And the 10th of every month thereafter until paid in full, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Have a great day. Thanks. Good luck, sir. Wish you well. Do I have the other side here on Shores Financial?
Yes, Your Honor, both parties are here. They've been in a breakout room already and spoke.
Okay, Shores Financial versus Scott Radcliffe, 21F 1466. Okay, your name, ma'am?
Dawn Ratliff.
Okay, counsel?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Tina Walsh appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Shores Financial Group. I also would like to apologize for our clerical error on our end, and I appreciate you allowing me to still make an appearance.
Okay, so you guys talked?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, it's my understanding, and I apologize if I misspeak at all, but because I wasn't here for the last hearing, but it's my understanding that after the last hearing, Ms. Ratliff was to send copies of those 2024 tax documents for plaintiff to review, so that we could see if we could work something out. But my office has not received anything as of today's date. We have not been able to review anything. So at this time, we are still at a standstill.
Oh, I've got her 2022 individual income tax return. I don't know, and then her 23, and I don't know, as well as her 24.
Okay.
Jennifer, can you come down and grab, or I'll have Vince bring these down and you can scan them and send them over to Ms. Walsh. How's that?
That's fine. Miss Walsh, if you'd like to put an email address in the chat, I can email them to you.
Sure, I will do
Okay,
that
so
now.
would you take those to Jennifer, please?
You got it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to have Vince bring those down, okay?
Thank you,
Sure.
Judge.
Thanks, and then I'll recall it whenever they tell you that they're right. Whenever they tell you that they have them.
I'm actually going to provide 3 email addresses, Your Honor. I'm going to send along our general email box. I'm also going to send
You
along.
could just send that to the civil clerk if you would, please, okay?
Sure, thank you.
I've got them. Thank you. I'll get them to you as soon as I get the
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is there a Cheryl Stoss here? Cheryl Stoss? People against Lauren Teasdale. Huge 45F246343. Are you Ms. Teasdale?
I am Mr. Reed just stepped up to grab their file from the court officer, but he is here.
Okay. Okay.
Do you still need to come up?
No, I can't have it come up without your lawyer. I'll recall it as soon as he comes back in, okay? All right. You have one ready for me, Mr. Schleich?
Just 1 second.
Take your time. And I didn't even look at those, Jennifer, yet. They were just,
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sending them back with Vince right now.
people against Stone. Dominique Clayton Stone, 216-645-937. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, James Schloff, 30720. We have Mr. Stone.
Mr. Stone, your name?
Clay Stone for the record.
So there's just a stipulated plea agreement. And, oh, I went to jury?
No, Your Honor. He's demanding a trial.
Okay. Okay.
There had been an offer made to a civil infraction. At this time, it's refused. I would ask for a trial date, but also a pretrial date as well.
Kind of civil infraction.
Lawyer.
Listen, you have the right to a trial. I'm not. That's fine. If that's what you want to do. Civil infraction, you're going to pay a few dollars and you're going to be out of here. And the misdemeanor's dismissed. Do you want to still go forth with your jury trial? If you do, that's fine.
I just would like to discuss something with you.
You want what?
On the civil trial, I was to take a plea. The cops agreement. Can I use a cops agreement?
A what?
Cops agreement.
Where are you coming up with this stuff?
Because I don't.
Let if I may answer as well. And if I may, a civil infraction has nothing to do with jail or anything like that.
You're not going to jail as long as you pay the fines. And I don't do COBS agreements. I don't do COBS agreements. I haven't done COBS agreements here in 31 years. But listen, just listen. Nobody here is going to put you in jail. It's a civil infraction. It's not going to go on your criminal history. It's going to be done. There's going to be no consequences other than the payment of a fine. And it's not going to be that much. If that's what you want to do. If you don't, you want a trial, that's fine. Okay.
And we're asking for the pretrial as well, just because.
Give me that one of those other dates, Heather, for the that I already set for trial, okay?
I don't think you get it, no.
No, I know, but I got other ones that.
Or jury trial, Judge. I'm saying.
That I already have scheduled up. I'm going to schedule a lot of them because they never go. Nobody ever goes to jury here.
Okay. I think the two we did yesterday were, hold on, I don't want to speak before I say, I want to say it was July 24th.
I
don't want to go that one.
When we pick a jury, it's on a Friday that we pick them.
Yeah,
and then I go
it was July 24th that we scheduled the two yesterday. We did have July 17th open.
What about another date in June? I mean, I guess it's already, it's already
June is pretty tough, Judge.
Yeah, June. The only day you would be available for June would be the 26th.
You can't do that?
No, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Well, then we're going to make it July 24th.
So we're adding this one to the 24th then also?
Say that again?
We're adding this one to the 24th? Okay.
I just got to double check with Mr. Bologna. Make sure he's available that day.
Hello?
Mr. Bologna, can you come in here, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you. So we're going to go to a jury trial.
Whatever being told, Your Honor.
Okay, July 24th. Is that good for you at 8:30?
Your name? Got a couple people.
You know that a Cobb's plea doesn't apply to civil infractions, right?
Just slow down. First thing I thought about negotiating for 10 minutes.
Don't worry about your rights. Your rights are going to be protected here, I promise you. He's a good lawyer too, Mr. Slopples. Yes, he is.
Anything from a little civil infraction all the way up to murders.
How have you, if you had, it's July 24th, good, at 8:30, and then we're going to set a final pretrial. And I'm going to hope that you guys can resolve it.
And would that be on one of my regular dates?
Yeah. Give me a date when Mr. Schloff is here. Will you please, Heather?
That will be the June 18th at 9:30.
June 18th at 9:30.
Very good.
And you can talk to Mr. Schloff more. Civil infraction. You understand what a civil infraction is, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good enough. That's what we'll do. That you're going to go down the hall, sir, and they're going to give you your dates. Okay. Good. Good luck.
Can't communicate, but you gotta go through your attorney, sir.
What's going on? What did he say?
I think he said he's gonna be sending me an email, which I better get all to say, can't talk directly to your attorney, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, people against Lauren Rose Louise Teasdale. This is file number 25F245343. I did receive a victim's rights notice, Mr.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I know, and I'm going to read it unless you want to review it. You want to review it or you want me to read it?
Either way, whatever you want to do.
Man, okay, your appearance?
William Mays on behalf of Ms. Teasdale.
Ma'am, your name?
Or Teasdale.
All right, and I do not have Cheryl Stoss out there, correct, Heather?
Correct, Judge.
All right, so this is, it says, Your Honor, my name is Cheryl Stoss, and I am submitting this statement regarding the car accident, which I was rear-ended while waiting to make a left-hand turn into the mobile home complex where I live. The accident has affected nearly every part of my life, emotionally, physically, and financially. And then there's like a bullet point. Emotionally, I'm no longer comfortable driving the way I once was. I experience anxiety and nervousness whenever I am on the road. One of the hardest things for me is that I still cannot bring myself to make a left-hand turn complex because I relived the fear of the accident happening again. Something as simple as driving home now causes stress and fear. Bullet point 2. Physically, I've had numerous doctor visits, tests, and x-rays. I continue to suffer from injuries to my back and neck and I'm still attending physical therapy. The accident also affected the nerves in my feet, which caused me to fall and injure both my feet and my head. I cannot stand for long periods of time without pain and discomfort. discomfort and everyday tasks have become difficult for me. Bullet point 3. Financially, this accident has placed a tremendous burden on me. I have been unable to work for 4 months, and financially, I simply cannot afford to be off work this long. I'm hoping to return to work in June, but my recovery has been challenging. In addition to my medical treatment and lost wages, I also lost my vehicle in the accident. I was forced to purchase another vehicle, which has left me with a car payment that I did not previously have. This incident has also cost me thousands of dollars in medical bills and created ongoing financial stress during an already difficult time. Most importantly, this accident changed my sense of safety and independence. The emotional toll, physical pain, and financial hardship continue to affect my daily life long after the accident itself. I respectfully leave sentencing in the hands of the court and trust the court will determine what it sees fit. Thank you for taking the time to consider my statement. She signed it, Cheryl Phillips. So that was it. There was this accident. You had filed motions. The prosecutor did agree because he felt like you had some good motions here to reduce this, and he doesn't do that very often for sure, unless he believes he doesn't have a case, and that's what he put on the record. He reduced it from operating while intoxicated to drag race. So have you had a chance to review the report otherwise?
We have.
Any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
No additions, corrections, or deletions.
Okay, anything you would like to say?
And insofar as the recommendation, Judge, we think that it's fine. There's no objections to it. She does take health supplements that contain CBD, not THC, but CBD. And I told her, well, I mean, I'm really reluctant to give you advice to whether or not that's going to pose a problem. She subsequently went out and got a card. So it shouldn't.
A marijuana card?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It shouldn't pose an issue, but just in case, it's there to cover those CBD products, which is primarily hemp seeds and hearts.
CBD.
So these are pain relief things that don't contain THC, or at least that's how it's advertised.
They're just bought over the counter, right?
Yeah. Well, some of them are purchased at a dispensary because they do have more in them, but they are CBD.
Well, I get it, but no, I was just clarifying. For the record, no physicians prescribe this. This is just things that you're purchasing. I got it. All right, good enough.
So I would have.
But she has a valid medical marijuana card now.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me what you were saying. I cut you off.
Well, I mean, insofar as the other recommendations, I mean, it's fine. No objections to it. She didn't score great on the testing, but I mean, the facts and circumstances of the case kind of speak for themselves. She is not a frequent drinker. You're not going to see her again. So whatever you feel is reasonable.
I want to try to be.
Yeah, good.
All right, ma'am. Is there anything you would like to say?
Yes. This accident has definitely affected my life as well. It's been very difficult for me. I have a young member as well. And I realized my errors and my mistakes and what I need to do to be a better example for my children, especially my daughter, who is getting the driver's license very soon. I don't want to be that person that does one thing and then speaks something else. I want to be the best example for my kids that I can be, and I promise you, I'll not be back with you again.
Okay. Well, that's good. All right. Okay. I'm going to adopt this recommendation overall. 12 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You're not to have any contact with Cheryl Stoss. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you have to notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substances. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any. And I'll get to that. Kratom poppy seeds and CBD oils are prohibited, and consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs, and ETGs bi-weekly for 2 months. If you're clean, I'm then going to make it monthly. I will not violate you so long if you test positive for THC, marijuana, or any other substance related thereto, and as long as you have a valid medical marijuana card. So you have to make sure you provide us proof of that, and then you will not be violated. I'm in order that you attend AA once a week in person until you're in outpatient treatment. If you get in outpatient this week, you don't have to go to AA any longer, okay? So every week you're not in, you have to go once a week. My court officer is going to hand you that AA verification form. I do want you to attend the Victims Impact Panel. There's to be no contact, like I said, with Cheryl Stoss. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email her, or communicate with her in any way. I'm going to treat this still. The prosecutor agreed with your lawyer. And even though these things are set forth here that I've done, there's more to make sure this doesn't happen again. It's not punitive. Fines 100, costs 200, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 4.25, screening fee 60 for 485. Probation fees are 240 for 725. I'm going to order that you serve 1 day on the court work program and that you serve 2 days of community service. So it's 4 days jail credit, 1 serve 3, and I'll have you do 1 day on the court work and 2 days of community service. Court work program fees are 35, bringing your total to 760, and then 2 days community service. I'll give you until July 1 of 26. You may be eligible for early discharge if you complete everything in 6 months and there's no violations within the preceding 90 days, you will be discharged. You just have to file a petition. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. And again, if you violate, you understand your probation could be revoked and you could be incarcerated for 90 days, correct? Okay. Do you have any questions, or do you, Mr.
No, Judge.
Nathan, do you have all this to pay, ma'am, or do you need time?
I would like to be put on a payment plan. I can put some money towards
How much today?
I could pay $250 today.
Okay. And then how much weekly or bi-weekly would y'all let you set up your own plan? $250 today.
$150 to $200 a week.
I don't need you to do that. You pay $100 bi-weekly. We'll start this beginning on June the 8th. Okay? $250 now. And if you ever need more time, no problem. Call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll be glad to give you an extension. Okay? You will meet with probation. Good luck. Thank you, Mr. Mays.
Thank you, Judge. Now, off topic. I didn't see you at the Judicial Institute conference. I was addressing the judges, and I mean, I was told it was wonderful.
I don't know. I don't know why I didn't go.
Yep.
I've been to enough conferences.
Last Tuesday.
I've been to enough conferences in my
That
life.
was remarkable from what.
Was it?
Yeah, well, I mean, there were some boring presentations by the Prosecuting Attorneys Association of Michigan and the DRE officer and Jeff French from Michigan State Police, but
aside from that,
it's wonderful.
Good to see you. Take care. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to do the Shores Financial. Are we ready on that? Do you have
Hi, Your Honor. I apologize. We are reviewing the documents right now.
Take your
if
time.
you would
Take
maybe-
your time. There's nothing to apologize about.
Thank
Take
you.
Take your time.
We could send a message in the chat to let you know when we're ready, if that's okay, or
I'm sorry, say that again.
would you like me to send a message in the chat to let the clerk know that we're ready for?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Who's the department rep for Gibraltar today? Do you know, Vince?
I'm too sure I can find out so quick, Your Honor.
It should be Robinson. I did see him in the building today.
Brittany Petaway I need, and I need Detective Robinson. Is Brittany Petaway in here? Do I have, I'm sorry. Alyssa Marie Reynolds, come on up here, ma'am. 26G307026. You can come on up here and tell me your name, please. How you doing, Ms. Reynolds?
Good.
Yeah. All right. What are we doing on this? You're pleading to impeding traffic, correct?
Yes.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
All right, I'm going to accept your plea. What are you doing here? Let's see. 57 and 45. You're going to slow down though, right? 150 is your total. Yes, you're, and I'll dismiss the speeding. Good luck. Brittany Petaway, I'm just curious on this one. This is 26G307070. Your name?
Start to get around for all the place.
I'm just a little concerned. Why you got a pit bull not on a leash and out of the yard?
Yes.
Why are we
want to dismiss the civil? We're going to issue misdemeanor. It's a repeated offense. It's happening a couple times a week. So wrong citation for one.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
Dismiss motion to point. Seeking misdemeanor. You're all set. Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah, they do it.
All right. People against Sean Patrick Johnson, 25R514397A. C. B. Your name. Mr. Johnson. You're back.
Yes, sir.
Why haven't you paid your tickets?
I've had a lot of bad luck and
Bad luck,
a
like,
lot of stuff going on.
give me an example of what kind of bad luck would cause you to not show up and talk to the judges and say, I don't have the money, can I have an extension? What kind of bad luck? Would you have?
My car broke down. I didn't have a ride for 2 months.
You live where? Trenton?
Yes,
On John R.
yes.
How far is that from here?
A couple miles.
I don't think it's 2 miles. It might be, but why couldn't you get here? Kidding? You're not driving from Tuscaloosa. I mean, it's right down 4th Street, right? You're just,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I didn't have the money at the time.
Just east of 4th Street. I know, but you got, where do you work at?
I do DoorDash part-time. I'm mostly a stay-at-home dad. I homeschool my kids.
Why are you doing that? That's tough job.
Yeah, I have
Did you
type 1 too, so
You have what?
I have type 1 diabetes, so it's caused severe neuropathy in my legs and
Okay.
other areas, so it's been more beneficial for our situation for me to be the one that stays at home with the kids.
Well, there's no problem with that, but I'm a little concerned about people that homeschool, that you don't have a college degree or you do?
No. It's mostly that they have teachers that do it online and they handle a lot of this stuff.
What are we gonna do on, you tell me what you want to do on these. I mean, I'm not excited about the fact that you got the tickets back 6 months ago when you addressed.
When that first happened, my mom had just passed away and I was driving her car and I didn't even know that her insurance had already expired. So after that, I stopped driving for a few months and then started using my wife's car after that to start working again. But I don't have any money right now, but providing I can get my license back, I can start working again and start making payments as much as I need to.
What does your wife do?
She works at a pizza place. She just had a baby though, so she hasn't been working the last few months either.
You guys own that house or do you rent it?
We own, but we are actually in jeopardy of losing it. We have to pay $5,000 by the 15th, and we only have 4 now. So hoping that we can come up with the money for that. But after I get that taken care of, I can start making payments.
Sure. How much do you think you can afford? I don't want you to lose your house. So you're right. Your house is your number one priority.
Yes, sir.
And if you wanted to do community service, if you feel comfortable with that, I can let you do community service instead of paying some of these fines. I'd be happy to do that for you.
Yeah, actually, I could do that.
Heather, does he still owe $225 on the 3978A case?
397A is $260.
Okay, because yeah, we had another warrant fee in there. And then the 397C, what's that?
344.
And then on the 39B case, he owes 317, is it?
Yeah, 362 with the suspension.
Right. So you understand on the no insurance, you have to pay a $45 clearance fee. So right here, I'm going to just add this up real quick. 560, 860. 904 Yule Court, $921. So. Here's what I'll do. I mean, you seem like a nice kid. You gotta be more respectful though, okay?
Yes.
Defendant to pay $260. This is on file 978. Or serve $14 hours of community service by July 15th. Okay, I'll give you some extra time.
And
then on the other file, and I want you can print this out for him, Heather, please. And then on the B file, for which you owe $344, what's it?
The C file, he owes 344 on.
Right, I'm sorry. On the C file, then, defendant to pay $344 or serve $23 hours of community service by August 15th. Okay? And then on the B file, this will not include your clearance fee. You're to pay $317 or serve I'll only make it 15 hours of community service on this one. If you do the rest, you're going to be fine by September the 15th. Remember, you still have to pay your clearance fee. You understand that, right?
yes,
So you'll have to take care of all that. She'll print that out for you. I don't care what you do. I'm going to expect you're going to do the community service, but if you don't do either one of those things, you got to come and talk to me, okay?
I absolutely will.
All right?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Best of luck to you.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. Syed Sohail? Sohail Syed, I'm not sure. It's Sohail Syed, 260-648-290.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dan Calvin appearing on behalf of Sohail Saeed. Hope all is well.
Morning.
Good morning.
All right, so this can be a plea to impeding and the prohibited term is going to be dismissed, true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're authorized on this plea on behalf of the defendant?
I am, yes.
This is just a passenger car or commercial?
I think it's just a passenger. I'm pretty sure a passenger.
All right. To that charge of impeding on behalf of Mr. Syed, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Plea is accepted. $150, prohibited terms dismissed. Pay by June 7th, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Have a good day, Ms. Galvin. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye now. Cook. McKaylee Cook. McKaylee Marie Cook. 260-648-382A and B. All right, Ms. Cook, your name, ma'am.
McKaylee Cook.
All right, so you talked to the prosecutor, you're representing yourself, and you've got an improper plate and an equipment violation, and he's going to dismiss, the prosecutor is, failure to properly affix the plate, which is the civil infraction charge, and then he's going to dismiss the misdemeanor and the defective equipment. True?
Yeah.
All right. To that charge, how do you plead? Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea. I'm going to dismiss the improper plate. I'm going to dismiss
Thank you.
defective equipment, and I'm going to charge you $135. Can you pay that today, ma'am?
Yes. If not, I could have it before Monday.
I'll just give you until next week. How's that? I'm going to give you until the 28th to pay this, okay?
Okay, thank you so
If
much.
you don't have the money, you call the court, we'll go on Zoom. I'll be glad to give you an extension, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you.
Handle, or you want me to?
All right.
You need to mute yourself. Mute yourself.
Who's here on Brian Keith Walker? Is he here? Come on up here, sir. 260-514-4484. Your name?
Brian Walker.
All right, so you filed a motion requesting that I modify this. Do you have your medical marijuana card?
It's in the mail. They said it'll be at my house by next month.
Do you have any proof that you've been approved?
My PO said that she attached the email that they said, saying that I was approved the registration and everything. I had it on my phone as well.
I don't have any email from anybody.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to say. Defendant not to be violated. If he tests positive for THC/marijuana, as long as he possesses a valid medical marijuana card. You understand that?
Fair.
So long as you possess and provide proof that you have a valid medical marijuana card.
Okay.
No, you can provide it right to us. Okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
All right.
As soon as I get my phone,
Well, there's some other proof, technically, if they've already sent it and provided proof,
yeah.
if you have proof, you show that to probation
Okay.
and, it would kick in today, but just double check before you go anywhere else, okay?
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Are we ready on Shores?
Yes, Your Honor. I was just gonna let you know.
Okay, good enough. Shores Financial versus Scott Ratliff, 21F1466. Okay, everybody's name here, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning again. Tina Walsh appearing on behalf of Plaintiff Shores Financial Group.
Mr. Runyon, are you here on this too? They're double teaming here?
That's correct, Your Honor. Mrs. Walsh was covering for me. I was in another hearing, but I'm happy to let her continue and I'll just observe.
I got it. When we get a little older like you and me, we get a little wiser, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Your name, ma'am, Ms. Ratliff?
Dawn Ratliff.
All right. So I really haven't looked at this. I don't remember a lot about this, but your husband is deceased, right, ma'am?
Correct.
And so there was a tax return that was garnished and you filed an objection to the tax return, objection to the garnishment. And I think that's what caused me to order that you provide your tax returns for 2022, 23, and 24. At the date of the death March 29 of 24, correct?
Correct.
All right. So, Ms. Walsh, what would you like to say here?
A couple things, Your Honor. First and foremost, I would note that the objection to garnishment is in regards to the 2024 tax garnishment. So as far as I understand, 22 and 23 are not being objected to at this time. I would also like to make a note, and it's unfortunate, but we are actually missing documents. So we cannot do a full review of that 2024 tax return. If you go to page, for me on the scan, it begins on page 5. The 2024, you'll see that we have items 1 through 17. And then you flip over to page 6 and it picks up at line 34. So we are missing 18 through 33. We can't conduct a full review without the full document.
Okay.
I don't know if the court would be interested in adjourning the hearing again to give Ms. Ratliff an opportunity to provide us the full documentation so that we can, spend time to actually review the matter.
Ms. Ratliff, can you get them the rest of the documentation?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what you guys need. That's just what H&R Block gave me.
So, Ms. Ratliff, the scan that I am looking at, it contains 6 pages. Your objection is to the 2024 garnishment. So I am looking at what I received from the court a few moments ago of the 2024 income tax return. I have pages 1 and 3, it looks like. It looks like I am missing page 2.
Oh, you know what?
Was it on the back, Your Honor? Because I looked at the back
Yes.
pages and I didn't notice them. Okay, I must have missed that one because there were others that did not
She's
have them
gonna
on the
scan
back.
it and send it over now.
Yep.
It was a front and back, Ms. Walsh.
Okay.
So she'll scan it over there and send it over now, okay? And then you guys let me know when you're ready. I'm sorry that happened, okay?
Okay. Your Honor, I don't want to have to keep taking up the court's time again. But like I mentioned, the garnishment, the objection is for 2024.
Right.
So is that the only one that we are hearing today? It's my understanding that it is.
Yeah, I don't know why I would have told her to. She has right on the objections to garnishment. I object to the writ of garnishment issued on 7/16/24. I don't know if I told her to get the 22 and 23 tax returns. Why I would have done that if I did that. Did I
just
tell you
wanted
to give all 3 years, ma'am?
So if I could speak real quick, maybe I can clear something up. I did my taxes for 24 and I did my other ones. So I'm not exactly sure. That's why you asked me for all of them, because they took the money out of all of them.
All right. Well, she's correct that your objection only relates to the 24 tax return, correct?
Your Honor, I'm not exactly sure. I did all my taxes for all those years, all at the same time. So my understanding is when they garnished the money, they took it from all of that money. So that I believe that's why you asked for all of them.
I didn't make very good.
I did amending taxes for all those years, all at the same time. So when they garnished Scott's money, which was mine, they took from all of those years.
Your Honor, if I could briefly point out, he passed away in 2024. 22 and 23, he was alive. And as far as I still stand by my note that she filed an objection to garnishment only in relation to the issued garnishment on 7/16/24. And so if we could at least get the 24 tax return completely, sent over to us, I'd be happy to review that.
You can do one of two things. Listen to me. I don't want to keep everybody waiting here all day. I can send over everything that everybody has. You've already done that, right? Jennifer, you just didn't see page 2 on the reverse of page 1, correct? Jennifer Weisman, can you hear me? Oh, there she is. All right.
I can't hear you when I'm walking down the hall.
That's okay.
Disconnect.
She's gonna send those over. I can give you guys your choice. I can either let you review this and adjourn it for a few days. It doesn't have to be long. We can do it probably next week. Or if you want to look at them now, I'll be happy to do that. So whatever you guys want. What do you want, Ms. Walsh?
Let me take a look at our calendar really quick. I am actually,
June 1st. We can do it on June the 1st. Is everybody good on June the 1st?
let's see, June 1st. I have an appointment at, I believe, 11 o'clock if Mr. Runyon can appear, or I could beforehand.
We'll do it at 8:30 if you want.
Okay.
Is that good? June 1 at 8:30 for you, Ms. Ratliff?
Yeah, Your Honor, that's fine. I just have to keep missing work for this. It's just getting a little difficult for me.
Well, then wait a second. I don't want you to do that. Listen, can you look at these this morning, Ms. Walsh? And I don't care what time we agree to reconvene.
Sure.
I mean, how about if you can sign off if you want, Ms. Ratliff? She's going to send the documents now. You can come back at 11 o'clock and I'll be ready to, hopefully we'll be able to handle it then. Okay.
Okay. So just sign back in at 11.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
10:25 or thereabouts right now. So yes, you just sign back in at 11. Okay.
Okay. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks a lot, everybody. How'd you do, Mr. Runyon? Just kidding. People against Brandon Misselip. Brandon Christopher Misselip, 26T647450, A, B, and C. All right.
Good morning, James Schlott, on behalf of Mr. McCullough.
Mr. McCullough, is that your name?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did I, let me just check.
Previously arraigned. Yeah.
I think we,
Oh, he missed the arraignment.
I was sitting in the hallway and we had to
I see.
reschedule it.
I see.
Kind of got lost in the.
In any event, Your Honor, I have discussed charges with him and his rights. I believe he understands that we're waiting for him reading the warrant.
We have a driving unregistered vehicle, concealing stolen property. Is the third charge, no proof of insurance. So I'll indicate on the two misdemeanors that he stands mute, waives formal reading. And now we've got an agreement today, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And that consists of what?
Your Honor, he, since registered the vehicle and since has insurance. Do you have a plea warrant in front of you?
Yes, the failure to attach plates.
Yes.
And he's also going to plead to no insurance, and they're going to dismiss the concealing stolen property and driving an unregistered vehicle, true?
Correct.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you plead to that charge, a failure to attach a plate, that is a civil infraction. And then also no proof of insurance is a civil infraction, punishable by payment of fines and costs only. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. So now I'm going to ask you, to the charge of failure to attach plate, how do you plead, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
To the charge of no insurance, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Those pleas are accepted. I'm dismissing the unregistered vehicle and the concealing stolen property. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. What do you have, Mr. Slough? Anything?
Just that he's taking care of all the problems. He's now registered and he now has insurance. And I showed that to Mr. Bologna.
Good. Let me check one thing here, though. How's your criminal history, Mr. McCullough?
Not good, sir.
Well, how come?
It's been a long road. I've struggled with addiction. So,
How are you coming with that?
we're getting there. I have a son, this is my mom. I got good family support. My dad's a Wayne County Sheriff, Monroe County Sheriff.
So talk to me about what kind of drug.
And opiates.
Not good.
No, not great. Been a long road.
So are you still in treatment?
Yes. And I still do AA. I got therapy.
When's the last time you used?
It's been almost 5 months now.
Good. Good. Good, good, good. Stay with it, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have insurance now?
I do.
Have you seen it, Mr. Slough?
I have.
Yep.
All right, that's good enough. I don't need to see it. 145 on the no insurance, 135 on the failure to attach plate. Like I said, I'm dismissing the remaining charges. Can he pay that now or does he need time?
Maybe a week to two. I just
I'll
started.
give you June the 15th on the failure to attach, and I'll give you on the no insurance, June the 29th. If you don't have the money, you need not worry. Just don't ignore me, okay? You call the court, we'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension, okay?
Thank you.
All right, best of luck. Stick with it, okay?
Yep. Thank
You don't want to die. How old are you?
36. I just turned 36.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You got 50 years ahead of you, or it could be 50 days. I mean, or 50 hours. You got to be careful with that stuff. That's bad, bad, bad. Good luck.
Thank you.
Danielle Williams Stuck. Thanks for coming, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
This is 260-648-067. How you doing, Mr. Stuck?
Your Honor, if I may, he's very hard of hearing.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
How are you?
Good.
Can you tell me your name?
Dan Stuck.
This is 26T648067. He's charged with drive while unlicensed. And he is he standing mute and waiting formal reading?
He is, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea. I'm going to give you a $100 personal bond, okay? You don't have to post any money. $100 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without consent. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'll give you another pretrial date, and then you'll come back on that date. If you can't afford your own lawyer, you're going to have to fill out a petition for one. You're entitled to one at the first hearing, but not at all subsequent hearings unless you're indigent, okay? So give me a date if you would, Heather, and we'll go from there.
June 18th at 9:45.
June 18th at 9:45 will be your court date, okay?
Okay.
I will state to the court that I spoke to Mr. Bologna about it. He's going to receive his motorcycle endorsement this Sunday. He's completing his course, and that should satisfy me.
Okay, good enough. June 18th, 9:45. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
How about Riley Grace Pugh? Is she here?
They are on Zoom. She has an attorney.
260-648-450. Good morning, Mr. Guntner.
Good morning, Your Honor. Patrick Guttner, P70106, appearing on for the defendant Riley Pugh.
Ma'am, your name?
Riley Pugh.
So what are we doing on this one?
We've had a chance to speak to the prosecutor. We've agreed to dismiss the original charge and plead responsible to impeding traffic.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Pugh?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's 0 points. It won't go on your record. To the charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea. I'll dismiss the speeding. Just slow down a little bit, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
$150. Can she pay that today or does she need time?
She'll pay today, Your Honor.
Okay, ma'am, you can go online. Have a good day, Mr. Guntner. Best of luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good to see you.
Thank you. You too. Ms. Aycock, which one are you on? Okay, here it is. Danielle Marie Delamarter, 26T647570. Good morning. Your appearance? You're still muted.
Good morning, Your Honor. Leslie Aycock on behalf of the defendant, Danielle Delmarter, is present to my right. Can you please state your name for the court this morning? Danielle Delmarter. Your Honor,
Right.
date and time set for an arraignment, pretrial for arraignment purposes. We waive formal reading, stand mute.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and enter a not guilty plea. And you pre-tried it with the prosecutor and you guys just want to adjourn this, right?
Yes, I'm seeking discovery in the matter.
Okay, so I'm signing your discovery order. Young lady, I'm giving you a personal bond of $500. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm entering a not guilty plea. We're going to set this for a pretrial, and the pretrial with Trenton will be on
June 18th at 9:45.
June 18th at 9:45. And Heather, please send Ms. Aycock the discovery order, okay?
Your Honor, would it be possible to have it a little bit later that morning? I have a hearing at 9:15 in front of Judge Triplett at Wayne County.
Okay.
Maybe 11, if that would work for the
Oh,
court.
we can do 11. That's fine. We'll do it at 11 o'clock on that day, okay?
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay. What do I have here? Dr. Concrete, is that what this is? Dr. Concrete and Construction, 26T 648 300 A, B, and C. What's your position, sir?
Morning, Steer Country, Leoman.
What's your name?
Daniel Rayner.
Listen, you gotta have a lawyer.
Yes, they told me so. I have to hire an attorney. They said.
And I'm not excited about the fact. Why didn't you show up on May the 7th?
Oh, I didn't know I had court that day.
Sent you notice. You guys at 1675 Progress Avenue?
Yes.
When we sent it to you, didn't come back in the mail, right? Give me a new date, Heather.
That will be June 18th at 8:30.
That'll be scheduled for June 18th at 8:30, arraignment and pretrial, okay? I don't have, this is not my rule. You just cannot appear without a lawyer. The corporation can't. On a criminal case, you just can't do it. So you go down the hall, get the notice, make sure you have your lawyer here then, okay? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to show cause you, and I'm not gonna be nice. And I wanna be nice, and you want me to be nice. So go down the hall, get your notice, okay? Good luck. David Alexander Potter, 26B150392.
And good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jeff McCarty, P42633. I appear with and on behalf of Mr. David Potter, who is seated in my office right now. Sir, could you please state your name for the record?
David Alexander Potter.
All right, so does he stand mute and waive formal reading for purposes of arraignment?
He does, Judge.
All right, does he have any prior convictions?
None.
All right, so we got a BAC allegedly of 0.171. I'm entering a not guilty plea. I'm giving you a personal bond, sir. $1,000. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law. You must appear in court as directed. No alcohol, marijuana, or illegal controlled substances. I'm going to give you a court date of April the 18th. What am I saying, April? June the 18th. Sorry. I mean, I can't believe we're coming on this Memorial Day already. What is going on? June 18th at what time on this one, Heather?
8:45.
At 8:45. Good with you, Mr. McCarty?
I mean, in a perfect world, I'd prefer the 25th, but I mean, I could make do.
I can only have, we switch off on these dates. I can give you later in the morning. Listen, I can give you later in the morning, or I can give you earlier in the morning.
Later in the morning.
What time?
10:30?
10:30 it is.
Excellent.
10:30 in the morning on June the 18th. You and your client, as long as you're in the same room, can appear by Zoom. Otherwise, you have to show up, okay?
We'll be here. Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day. Thanks.
You as well.
They're not ready on shores already, are they? No, they're coming back at 11. Look, I'm taking a 5-minute recess here, okay? Ms. Trombley, what do you have?
I was just gonna say, can you take my file, priority waste?
No. I'm gonna make you wait. I didn't see the file here. I'm just kidding you. Priority Waste LLC, 260-648-371. Your appearance?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Elizabeth Trombley appearing on behalf of Priority Waste.
You see these trucks all over. They're gonna plead responsible to overweight with agreed upon fines and costs of $1,300, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
To that charge on behalf of the company, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Please accept it. $1,300 paid by June 21. Whenever I see the roads ripped up here, though, I'm going to think of Priority Waste, Ms. Trombley.
Yeah, I know you are.
Tell them to cool it, will you please?
Yes, I know. I'm trying.
Didn't save a lot of money.
I
Didn't save a
know.
lot.
I know.
Have a
good
great
day, Your Honor. Thanks.
You too. Thanks. You've heard enough. I want to get out of there. Huh? She couldn't. All right. Let me do this. Malcolm Brunel Oatmeal III, 26B150669A, B, And C.
Good morning, Judge and staff. John Graziano. Welcome, Neil, who's to my left. Please identify yourself, sir. Malcolm Burnell,
How you doing?
Yeah.
Not too bad. So we have a possession of a controlled substance. We have a expired plate, and we have a no proof of insurance. First of all, on the misdemeanor charge of possession of a controlled substance, does he stand mute and waive formal reading?
Yes, he does, Judge.
And then the other case, so he's going to now plead to that, and they are going to dismiss the no proof of insurance and expired plate, but he's also going to plead to distracted driving, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
And that's going to go on file B. Sadie, so we'll take the plea to distracted driving on file B, and then I'm going to dismiss file A and shouldn't say dismiss. I'm going to dismiss file C, no proof of insurance. I'm going to dismiss file B, original charge of expired plate, and then I'll take the possession of a controlled substance under 7411. Do you understand what that means, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty under section 7411, what that means is I'm going to defer the proceeding. I'm going to take your plea. I'm going to place you on probation. And then if the conviction will not enter on your record, but if you violate the terms and conditions of probation, then in that event, the conviction will end up on your record. If you comply, the case will be dismissed at the end of the specified period of probation that I set. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand under local ordinance, this is punishable by up to $500 in fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, I do.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. To the charge, possession of a controlled substance, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On April 30th, 26, we were on Telegraph near Mills in a motor vehicle in Brownstown Township at 9:50 p.m.
Yes.
And were you in possession of a controlled substance?
Yes.
What kind of substance? Okay. And to the charge of distracted driving, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Responsible?
Responsible.
Where were the mushrooms at?
In a pouch inside of my car, sir.
And it was your vehicle, this 2014 Ford?
Yes, sir. Correct.
And did you put the mushrooms there?
Yes.
All right. They were yours?
They were mine.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'm going to accept your plea. I'll take it under section 7411. I'm also going to accept your plea to distracted driving. I'm going to defer the sentencing on that. I'm going to dismiss file C. We're going to set this for a sentencing. I'm going to address bond. Do you have any priors?
He does not have any priors, Judge. Just wanted to indicate if these, and then from a 2 to 3 weeks normally, which we have before sentencing, Mr. O'Neill is a wrestler, and sometimes he goes out of state.
What do you wrestle for?
We did the contracted for us, so I wrestled for about 3 different companies.
No kidding. What tell me. Explain.
Last week I wrestled for Game Changer Wrestling. They're based out of New Jersey, but they travel all over the world. So I wrestled for them when whenever they're in the Midwest. So I tend to wrestle for them. I wrestled for another company called ICW. I've gone to England, Japan, Australia.
Wow.
All types of places doing this.
Are they paying you as much as they paid superstar baseball players? And you're making 39 million, 42
Listen, I wish. I get paid in pats on the backs and bruised body. That's it.
No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substances. You're not.
But Judge, I just want to let you know he had a medical marijuana.
Is that true, sir?
That is true.
And do you have proof of that now?
Yes. It did expire though, I believe several days ago. Yeah, about a month ago.
Well, I'm not going to address that then. You're going to have to get a new medical marijuana card.
Absolutely.
But no alcohol then, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. Do I need to have a provision here for, when's the next time you're supposed to go out of state?
Right now, all of the dates that I have are
they after June 18th?
I don't have anything out of state planned until July.
Okay. We're gonna do your sentencing on June the 18th at what time, Heather?
Oh, sorry, 8:30?
8:30 in the morning, okay? I'm gonna order a screening and assessment. Like I said, I'm taking your plea to possession with controlled substance. You'll go down the hall, you'll get your notice, and then you're going over to probation where you'll fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed, and then you'll come back on June the 18th, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any questions?
No question. Thank you, Judge.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Graziani. Good luck, sir. Good luck with your wrestling. That's interesting.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. We're in recess.
All right.
Yeah, one might be a little, that's just the, but.
Eleven, I believe, okay?
So you can correct whatever you want. I'm gonna listen to you. Electronic tether, strand device, GPS tracker, or house arrest equipment. 2, revocation of residency effective immediately. Summer Great House does not have permission to reside at, enter, or visit my property. Her residency privileges have been fully and permanently revoked. Formal eviction papers are currently being processed. Safety and security, that's number 3. For safety and privacy reasons, she will be barred from the premises immediately upon her release from the Wayne County Jail. 4, clarification of child custody, rebuke of fraudulent claims. I am aware of the defendant's history of perjury and manipulation before this court, specifically during her prior bond violation hearing. I'm advised that she may attempt to claim her immediate release is necessary for child care. The children are completely safe, stable, and cared for in my custody. Her claims of child care hardship are entirely false. Because an alternative housing plan will be required for probation or tether compliance, I am notifying the court and the probation department in advance of her hearing so their defense counsel, Mr. Longton, can arrange an alternative location such as a residential facility, shelter, or different address that does not involve my property. Thank you for your immediate attention to this matter and for ensuring this notice is placed directly in her official case file. Respectfully submitted, Harrison Steves. So with that,
I can respond to that.
you can respond whatever you want.
I realize there's a lot of falsehoods in there.
Hang on a second. Hang on. You asked for a hearing. You filed a motion. I don't quite understand this. Let's go quite forth on it. That the court opined on the record that the defendant had violated her bond provisions by working in a restaurant that serves alcohol and not informing her probation officer about that employment. I had to go back and listen to the tape. I didn't say one word about that. What I did say is she wasn't truthful with me. What I did say is that when I asked if there was any material additions, corrections, or deletions, she should have been forthcoming. She should have been forthcoming with her probation officer. That's the only reason I scheduled this emergency motion for reconsideration of sentence, because that's just not true. I didn't say anything about bond conditions. I said she violated bond conditions in the past. She lied to me under oath in the first time she was drinking. She had 26 late sober link blows. She was positive for alcohol back in February 4 or 5 days in a row, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, I think it was, or February 8, 9, 10, and 11. And by the way, just to pile on here, she had to drive to court because somehow, some way, a car titled in her aunt's name remained in the parking lot for 2 days after she was sentenced. And by the way, I haven't checked it, but I believe she was still revoked. And this has been the pattern with your client. So you can correct whatever you want. I'm going to listen to you, and then we'll go from there. What do you want to correct?
She is a lawful resident.
That's fine. I'm not the divorce judge.
Well, what he's done. Try to take custody away from her. He's grabbed the kids, he's changed the locks. She's a lawful resident of that house. That address is on her driver's license.
She has the right to go there. Please enter that out.
I just read you into the record. I just read you into the record what he said. I didn't say anything was truthful.
Yes, correct, John. You did not. But I wanted to make that clarification. I know my client is done with me to address what you read in the record of that letter.
Okay. Okay. Good enough. What else?
So what's happened is what I feared was going to happen. He's hired a new attorney. He's going to try to take custody away from her with an expired order because she's in jail. I have no defense to that as long as she's incarcerated. And she's been the primary care, primary custodian of this children since birth. The biological father, the temporary mother, has not been a primary caregiver, not been the cause. He's seized on this. We bad custody. I think the children are going to be harmed if we continue to keep her incarcerated. I have no doubt.
Is that you? Is that you, Mr. Are you Mr. Steves? Are you Mr. Steves?
Yes.
Okay, he's in the back. Go ahead.
I have no doubt that his children are being harmed by taking away.
I'm not, but I don't have anything to do with it.
I know you must, but you certainly have a jailhouse that you can care to. But that's what I'm having. She has learned her lesson. There's no doubt in my mind she has learned her lesson all about honesty with this court and fucker.
You can't lie to the court.
Your Honor.
I will not go through a sobriety court with a defendant who's lying to me left and right. And I gotta tell you, I don't know, maybe her aunt drove her here, decided to leave the car here and walk home and leave the car here for 2 days.
I doubt that. And you doubt that.
Your Honor.
It just underscores how she has not taken this seriously. Listen, I wanted to give you this hearing only because I wanted to clear up this record. I did not say anything about bond conditions. That is not a true statement, Mr. Longton. What I did say is she was not honest. I will let you speak for 10 seconds, ma'am, but you've got a lawyer representing you. This is a motion hearing. If you want to say something, you can, but go ahead.
Your Honor, when you asked me about the employment, I brought it up. I was unsure about bringing it up before that. I was desperate to just work for my kids. My kid's dad does travel a lot for work. I'm a mom. I wasn't sure what to say. You know, I wanted to bring it up. It wasn't something that was permanent. I want to complete this program. I want to be there for my kids. I enrolled myself in school. I've been going to counseling by myself. I understand that I made mistakes in the beginning, but I am more than committed and willing to complete this program if you would please just consider it. I'm a mom. I want to be there for my kids. I want to put this all behind me.
No, but you can't just say I can commit all these crimes and then say I want to put it behind me. This is the thing. This isn't a simple, isolated mistake. You've got 4. You lied to me under oath about your alcohol use. It's too much. I will not spend the twilight years of my career trying to get people through sobriety court who are not being honest with me. I will not do that. I'm sorry. The motion for reconsideration of the sentence is denied. I wish you well. I hope everything works out for you and your family. I really do, Ms. Greathouse, but I'm not changing my mind. Thank you all. Have a good day. Look, are you ready on Shores Financial? Mr. Runyon, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Your Honor.
I feel sorry for Ms. Ratliff and you. Shores Financial versus Scott Ratliff, 21F1466. All right, how you doing, Mr. Runyon? Your appearance again?
Timothy Runyon on behalf of the plaintiff, Shores Financial.
Is Ratliff your name?
Don Ratliff.
All right, what did you figure out here, Mr. Runyon?
Well, Your Honor, first of all, let me make clear I am not a CPA or accountant, far from it. But so looking at these, I see that on the 22 tax return, if the court's going to consider those, on the 22 tax return, she took an exemption, the standard exemption per person of $5,000 each. And then there was a line or 9B is, it's hard to read with it's printed over, but if they were disabled, permanently disabled, I assume that was for him. Is that correct, Ms. Ratliff?
Yes.
Okay, that was 2,900. That did make a huge difference when you adjusted the numbers all the way down. That was only a $213 difference. But then she took the property tax deduction and dividing that into, we looked it up, he was owner of this property also. So that was another 365. So that was 578 would have been adjusted on the 22. On 23, there was no disability exemption, but there was a 10,800 individual exemption. That made a $218 difference when you took his off. And then there was a property tax deduction, which I divided in half, was 573. So that was 591. And 24, took his individual exemption, made a $213 difference. And the property tax exemption made a $365 difference. So that was 578. So the total would be 1,674. That would have been attributable to him. And I guess if we're going to cover all 3 years, that's what we'd keep. Looks to me like the money, I'll double check that, but it looks like it was remitted quite a while ago. So it's going to take, if Ms. Ratliff agrees with that, or if the court rules that way, it's going to take us probably a couple of weeks to get it over to her.
$1,674.
Pardon me?
$1,674.
Well, no, that's what we'd be keeping. I actually.
How much would you be returning?
I have to go back to my calculator. They sent separate checks, so.
Ms. Ratliff, what time do you work? I got other people in here and I don't want to keep them waiting. I don't want to make you take another day off of work. Just tell me what time you work.
I took today off, so I have today available.
I know.
Oh, you mean on other days, Your Honor?
Yeah.
I work from 7 to 5:30. I work 10-hour shifts.
Okay, Your Honor, go back and answer your question. The total monies for those 3 years that the state sent us was $3,948. I show that because she added him, she saved $1,674. So the difference that we'd be returning her is $2,274.
$2,274. Say that again.
Yes, $2,274.
Man, can you live with that, or do you think you're owed more?
Are you asking me, Your Honor?
I am.
I'm happy with that.
All right.
It's
fair. Do you guys want to submit an order then, Mr. Runyon, that sets forth that, and by the way, I want you to include that this is for the 2022, 2023, and 2024 years.
Yes.
She only technically filed objections to the garnishment that was issued on July 16 of 24. So I think you should include that the defendant having filed objections to garnishment, or I'm sorry, Mrs. Scott Ratliff having filed objections to garnishment, and the court having considered the 2022, 2023, and 2024 tax returns filed with her late husband, Scott Ratliff. It is ordered that $2,270 be returned to Ms. Ratliff, Dawn Ratliff, right? It's Dawn Ratliff.
Correct.
And you're not gonna go on and garnish any of these wages anymore, right? I mean, tax returns. You didn't do the 25 because he was deceased. She wouldn't be filing jointly. She was
Right,
filing
she's,
jointly.
Ron, we've already closed the account as deceased. She was not a party, which is why we don't object to returning money that.
I get it. So you're gonna return the money, and ma'am, you're not a party, so you don't have to worry about them garnishing wages or bank accounts. And I'm gonna say, how long will it take you to get that check to her, Mr. Runyon?
Probably within 2 weeks. And
okay, I'm gonna order further, and I'm gonna ask you to prepare the order that all monies be returned to Ms. Ratliff on or before June the 22nd. Okay, ma'am?
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may I make sure, Ms. Ratliff, are the addresses on these tax returns still your address?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Very good.
Listen, I'm sorry this took so long this morning. Have a good day, ma'am. Good luck to you. Thank you very much, Mr. Runyon. And I hope you'll submit that order today or tomorrow at the latest, please.
I will. Thank you
so much. Have a great day.
All right. You too.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Do I have Ms. Gagne here?
Yes.
Julie Therese Gagne, 263-06741.
Imagine coming into court after being caught driving 81 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone, then trying to explain to the judge that you were only speeding for a short stretch. That is exactly what happened in this hearing. The defendant was facing sentencing after pleading guilty to operating while impaired, and his attorney came before the court asking the judge to consider a lighter probation recommendation. The attorney described his client as someone with no significant criminal history, a good job, and someone who was deeply embarrassed by what had happened. He asked the court to consider less probation and less frequent alcohol testing because the assessment indicated that the defendant was considered relatively low risk. The defendant then had an opportunity to speak for himself, and he admitted that the incident was a major mistake. He told the judge that he grew up in the area and knew West Jefferson well, and he promised that he would not end up in court for something like this again. But the judge wasn't satisfied with simply hearing an apology. She asked the question that immediately put the focus back on the most serious part of the incident. Why were you driving like that, though? The defendant admitted that he had been traveling around 81 or 82 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. He tried to explain that he had just turned onto West Jefferson near Rocky's Roadhouse, and that parked vehicles made it difficult to see oncoming traffic. According to his explanation, once he turned onto the road, he hit the gas and accelerated. But the judge quickly challenged the explanation, asking exactly where he had accelerated. When the defendant confirmed it was West Jefferson, he explained that he had only been driving that fast for a short period. And that's when the judge made it clear that the length of time didn't make the situation less serious. From the court's perspective, saying it was only a short stretch didn't explain why someone would be traveling 81 miles per hour on a road where the speed limit was 45. The judge compared that reasoning to someone driving at an extreme speed on another major road and then dismissing it by saying it was only for a moment. In other words, the judge wasn't just looking at how long the defendant was speeding, she was looking at the danger created by the decision itself. After hearing the explanation, the judge imposed 12 months of probation. The defendant was ordered to follow the court's conditions, report as directed, remain law-abiding, and avoid alcohol, marijuana, and illegal controlled substances. The court also ordered chemical testing, initially requiring more frequent testing and allowing it to move to monthly testing if the defendant remained clean. He was also ordered to complete an alcohol education program and attend a victim impact